Hey all, Russ here, RVerTV. Welcome. Check it out. Van's all serviced. We're hitting the road. We're going to go on a road trip. Yay. What's that sign say? Vegas. Well, kinda. We're going to head north. Actually, northwest. This is the mighty Colorado River. Off to the right's Davis Dam. To the left is the town of Laughlin, Nevada. Guess what? We're in Nevada. Yay. We're going to head over, we're going to pick up on Highway 95. There's a little community up there called Palm Garden. That's where we connect with 95, and we'll head up like going towards Vegas. There's their little walkway. They got parks and all kinds of stuff around here. You can get down to the waterways. You can actually walk it from Laughlin. And then there's some BLM camp areas. One I think is called Telephone Cove, and there's another one up this direction. There's actually a pull-off for Spirit Mountain. If I can find it, we'll stop a second. The winds are screaming right now. They're supposed to lay down the farther we get, I hope. So let's hope, hope, hope. Let me find that turnout up here. It should be pretty quick. I see it. I'm not going to take the van out. We'll stop. We'll check out the signs. It's called Spirit Mountain Christmas Tree Pass, something like that. If I didn't have such a heavily loaded van, I'd take it. You know, like a car or Jeep or something you can go over. Let's see what the signs say. I forget how many miles over it goes. It's supposed to be really cool to go up top that mountain. Let's take a quick look at what these guys say. Street legal vehicles only, no off-road driving, vehicle camping, Grapevine Canyon Park, 2 miles up, and the highway's 15, yeah. Okay, well, there it is. If you ever get out this way, you got four-wheel or something, take it. We're gonna stay on the paved roads with the van. I got it too loaded right now. Let's do it. Hopefully when we get out of this canyon here, the winds will lay down a little bit. They always really blow hard along the Colorado River basin. Well, back on Nevada 163, we're gonna head right up here just a few miles and pick up Highway 95. It's a very pretty ride through here. It's very steep grade too. Bring a motorhome up through here, it'd take you a little bit. I've driven through here several times. There is another camp area up here off to the left. You always see trailers and campers out, and all kinds of four-wheel trails. Now Nevada has a little different laws, I think, on four-wheeling than Arizona, but I know my tags on the four-wheeler would be good here for like 2 weeks. All right, here we go, almost up to 95. This is one heavily traveled road. It goes clear up to Vegas to the right. To the left, it'll shoot you right back down the Needles and I-40. Truckers love this road. They're on it constantly. Now you can see off to the right a little bit, that's that little community. It's kind of unique. It's called Palm Gardens. It's really unique. It's little gas stations. And now, talk about being out in the middle of nowhere. This is out in the middle of nowhere. Unreal. I've stopped here for fuel for a lot of years. All the years traveling down the quartzite. There's 95. Extremely well kept road. Right back there, there's the junction of 163 and 95. Straight on, that'd take you right down to Needles. Probably like 30 or 40 miles down that direction. But check out the houses. I mean, it's just a neat little community. All out here, all by their lonesome. How cool. Heading up 95, Vegas would be, oh goodness, I'm guessing like 50 miles, 60 miles, something like that, maybe a little farther. There is another little community right up here, and also, if I can find it, will be the other end of that Christmas Tree Pass Road. Here is a huge rest stop. They put this in a few years ago, and look at it, it's all closed down. Closed because of all the virus and COVID stuff, I bet. Nevada's really been strict on the COVID. A lot of restrictions here. All closed down. Okay, I think I see it. Right up here on the right will be the other end of that dirt road that'd take you over the Spirit Mountain and all that. Paiute Eldorado Desert Management Area. This is the other end of the road. Winds are still screaming. There's a little map. We are right on the California border too. I mean, this is right where they all intersect. Kind of cool, huh? But can you imagine the history here and the mining? Oh my goodness, there's mines everywhere out here, believe it or not. Right up that direction. That goes up the other way to the mountain. Cool. Now right up here, there's another little community. It's got an RV park, casino. It's called Cal Nev Airy. And it's named after, because of the 3 states, California, Arizona, Nevada, because they all kind of intersect down here, and it's kind of unique. Actually, I stayed here, oh goodness, a while back. Let's pull in. I'm not going to get out. We'll just do a quick drive through, but you can see, you'll see the RV park and stuff. Here it is. Here's the RV park. Gosh, it was a lot of years ago I stayed here. It was cheap to stay. I know a lot of people when if they are traveling like way up north, this is a good little pit stop for them. Because that little casino across the road here, you can get something to eat. There's a little market here. I think there's actually a motel. We'll see it in a minute. But you can see, look, they're all full hookups. RV parking market. Pretty cool. Good old Nevada. There's quite a few rigs here. Packaged liquor, propane. There you go. Looks good. Yep, there's their motel. They got a little motel here too. Then the casino's straight across the road. Small, but hey, it's Nevada. Slot machine and everywhere. Gus's Fresh Jerky. Yay. There's the casino straight across. All right, well, let's just keep right on trucking. We got some miles to do. We're on a road trip, heading north. We're entering the little town of Searchlight, Nevada. I did a pretty extensive video on Searchlight, the museum here, Cottonwood Cove. You can actually take a road all the way back down to the river from here. It's quite a few miles, like 20 miles from Searchlight, and you go straight down back into that canyon. Look at all that mining that's going on there on the right. And always obey the speed limit here. They clock people and they pull you over. This town's famous for it. There's a McDonald's, Chevron, got gas stations here. It's a good little pit stop. A lot of truckers stop here, get their fuel. Casinos, small ones. But if you ever get a chance, check out Searchlight. And I don't know if their museum's open, but check out that video I did. It was about a year ago, I think, about the museum here. It was really neat. This entire town underneath is honeycomb full of mine shafts, everything. These hills have been mined for, eons. And it was amazing. It showed maps of all the mining that went on here, and it was just amazing what's underneath this town. A lot of holes in the ground. All right, we're going to make a left up here. We're heading to Nipton. Going to check out a little town. Nipton is actually in California. We're going to cut across, not far into California, just a few miles, because then we'll end up back in Nevada again eventually. And also, spoiler alert, we're heading to Death Valley. I figured we'd go up here and film for a few days. Check out some of the sights. Whatever's open. You know, we'll just make the best of it. Hopefully the weather stays good. All right, this road here, I've never driven it, but it'll take us straight over to I-15. And once again, we're right on the California-Nevada border, something like that. Wow, look at all the RVs on the left. Big old mobile home RV park. And that sign says Joshua Tree Highway. I'll be darned. This is Nevada 164, and look at all the Joshua trees. My goodness, look at these. Holy moly. Huh. Never knew. Never came out here. What's this sign say on the left? Let me stop here a sec. Walking Box Ranch. That's a BLM sign there. Huh. Let's find a place to pull off, take a break a minute. Check out some of these Joshua trees. Look at the size of them. It always amazes me. There has to be a certain climate that these guys really like to grow, because you see patches of them all over in the desert. This looks like a good spot. Wow, look at the size of that tree. Holy moly. Thing's huge. Well, they must get water up here. Things gotta grow. Look at the size of this one. That's an old tree to be that big. Little road here. I see a sign. Let's walk over, check it out. This kind of reminds me going up towards like Meadview and all that, all those Joshua trees up by Lake Mead. Limited use area. BLM must be for dirt trails and stuff. Huh. It's all fenced right here, so that's a BLM property. Well, how cool. Well, if you get a chance, take this Highway 163 through from Searchlight, cutting over into like California and I-15. What a neat little cut through. Instead of that boring old drive going up through Vegas. Ah, look at that. There's a little pull out, like a dirt area back there. Parking lot, dirt trails. So you could probably four-wheel here. That's something you'd gotta check it out. Look at those dirt trails. I'd say one's a wash. That might be a pipeline that runs through there too. A lot of times those utility companies will create dirt roads. But them Joshua trees just go forever and ever, don't they? Let's go find that little town in Nipton. I looked it up online before I left. It's supposed to have like a little cafe and motel and RV parks and all that stuff there, so we'll check it out. Mile after mile of Joshua trees. Look at the pullouts. You could easily come along here and just picnic. Just enjoy the drive. It's not that far. I think it's like 20 miles or something. Well, I'd say we're getting out of the trees. We're getting smaller. We're getting up top of this pass here. Should be getting fairly close to that Nipton. There is some really bright lights way off to the right. That's a power station off I-15. That's how close we're getting. We got to be getting close to the California border up here. Right, we're in California. Right there's the town of Nipton. Look at all the little teepees off the left. They're all wind torn. There's not much left of them. Well, let's stop. Well, there's trees. There's an RV park on the right. There's not a soul in sight. I'm not about the only one here. Huh. Looks deserted. That RV, there's RVs in that park. What's the sign say? Let's check it out. Nipton Station. Business opportunities available. Cafe, open, store, food. Huh. There's a railroad track. There's those lights. That's got to be that power plant. I've driven past that before going into Vegas. Big propane tank behind that fence. Probably for the RV park. But this place is closed down. I bet because of the virus. I bet they closed it. That's too bad. Well, huh. I was hoping to go in that store. I seen it online. It was all kinds of cool things. Check out this cool old trailer. Look at that old timer. Isn't that neat? Big trees. All right, well, let's cruise around. Let's pull over here to where this cafe is supposed to be in the museum. There ain't a car around here. Wow, look at all the wires hanging off that power pole. Huh. Hotel. Yeah, this place is definitely closed down. Well, hopefully they can reopen it. I'm sure it's all due to the COVID and the restrictions here, especially in good old California. Yeah, all their tables are put up. Well, we'll come back another time when they get opened up, for sure, for sure. But what a cool place. I mean, look at it. It's way out in the middle of nothing. RV park looks pretty good size. Big old cell tower out there. What I really want to check out is those lights. Look at them things. Burning bright. That's that power plant. We'll be heading right for it. It looks like more little houses and trailers down there, and they got a railroad running through here, so storage units. Cool. But what a great little cut through from Searchlight over to I-15. Never realized you could cut through like this. You can bypass the whole mess in Vegas. If you're coming up I-15 or going down, want to cut over it to 95, it's perfect. Look at the mountains are getting back in it. Now you can start seeing the traffic of I-15. There is one busy highway between Vegas and Southern California, but there's those lights. That's that power plant. We're gonna be heading south, actually, just for a few miles. Then we'll be off the interstate. Cross over here. I'm gonna try to stop and get a shot of those lights there if I can. Those things are bright. That's those panels that produce steam. They create heat, I think. Don't quote me. Anyway, let me see if I can't stop here and get a shot of those things burning bright. That place is huge. Look at all the solar. Goodness. All right, journey's only starting. Talk soon.